I'm not joking. I was slamming coffee.
I was actually following
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another King Floyd's Cocktail Hour. Your host, as always, Joshua Aaron Burks, coming from King Floyd's HQ, and welcome back. I'm really happy to have you guys with us this evening because I get to show off my brand new toy, and that's the only reason. Beautiful. However, we still are going to go back to our traditional way of pretending that we are all still bartending 3 feet behind the bar and take a shot. So who would like to join on that? I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, and 4. All right. Fernet Blanca. Yeah, Peerless Double Oat Bourbon is what we're gonna shoot. Don't worry. Yeah, this thing right here. All of this awesome, cool shit.
Dean is watching. He says the sound is blown out.
The sound is blown out. What's the sound blown out for? How about now? Is this better or fucking? It's got a delay, so I'm not gonna be able to hear them. Is that better, Dean? We'll find out. How's it sound? Oh, I thought you had it up. Yeah. It's better? All right. There we go. Yeah, it's always weird sound checking when you're not on the actual platform you're streaming it to. Yeah, and this is streaming to Restream, which is streaming to Facebook, which is streaming to YouTube. God's nectar. You know, they're not paying me yet, but Fernet, if you ever watch my live videos and you would like to watch me get tattooed with your logo across my chest, I will pay for it. Just give me a couple bottles a month for free. All right, let's see. Would you guys mind handing those over there so no one has to step over cords? There you go. And I got one more. This video is paid for and sponsored by Fernet Bronca. Just kidding.
You know, we need to just. Have you ever reached out?
I have multiple times. I talk to their media person all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I still have my fucking, you know, this guy. For anyone that's been doing this for far too long.
Pre-show music playing too.
What? Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, like anyone that's been doing it this long has one of these beautiful things. You know, that cunty thing that someone throws on the bar for you to get a free shot. And this one is just, it's deteriorating. I've had it in my pocket for fucking 12 years. And so I was like, I want to put it in a plaque. And I'm like, but I can't get rid of it. It needs to be in your wallet. That's the rule of the game. And so I've reached out to them multiple times. I'm like, dude, who do I have to talk to replace this fucking thing? And they're like, you gotta talk to your rep. I'm like, oh, I'm not in a fucking bar anymore. God, this sucks.
Oh, we gotta get the rep in here.
Like, one of these days.
We drank
Southern.
enough of it. Cheers.
Cheers.
RNDC. Morris. No Cerveza, Solancha, Skull, and cheers to you guys that are gonna be watching this. That is perfection.
What kind of lighter fluid?
The best kind. Are you sipping that?
Yeah.
You're lucky you gave me a jacket today, Mark.
All right.
I didn't say anything. You could have sipped it. You get a hall pass.
Sure.
All right.
Savoring flavor.
So let's see. So what's new since the last time? It's been a month. Okay. Well, we're supposed to have Darren Nelson on the show. Lawrence is kindly taking his spot over there, shaking his head. So we're gonna call him Darren today. Darren, go fuck yourself.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Right. And we all know his dick's not
No,
that.
he's got more important things to do.
Yeah, like, cry and sit on a couch and play with a puppy that doesn't like men. Beautiful times. But, so let's see, before we start making this beautiful cocktail that you know nothing about, we are going to go and tell you what's coming up with us on our new product list, etc. So this year, we're kind of focusing more on the retail gift side of things rather than coming out with new flavors. However, I do have a couple ideas that are rolling around the table thanks to a bunch of demands from our friends in the distilleries. I want to give a shout out to Denny Bar on that. Thanks for solidifying that. As far as possible flavors.
I woke up thinking about new flavors a couple days ago.
Well, we got to talk to, my boys that gave me the flip-flops, the hat, the t-shirt, the whole bag, and fucking all that shit.
Coffee, for sure. The coffee would be a great
we need, I have had many requests. Pam over at Denny Bar Distillery, if you guys are unfamiliar with them, check them out. They do beautiful stuff. She was asking if we had coffee bitters. She checks with me every time she needs some weird flavor bitters. And but at the same time, we have had requests for coffee from a lot of different people, which, I've been out of the bartending game since COVID, which is confusing me. I'm like, what are you making with coffee bitters? Like, usually you just put coffee in it.
Well, I read up a little bit on the other day, and people were like, well, mostly the bars will have like crappy coffee that they try to make. Oh yeah,
that's the good shit, Navy strength.
So then you do, if you have a nice bitters, you can replace the crappy coffee
flavor,
that might have been sitting there for 2 days.
I remember back when Perry's didn't have espresso beans. They never did.
Oh right.
Dude, I remember when I first started that bar, they didn't even have fresh fruit. Long time ago.
Had to send people.
There was slimy lemons, slimy limes, and they had the same maraschino tray. Like, dude, you can look at the olive pit tray, and in the right light, you just see like a thing of oil on the top, like a fucking tanker just spilled out in the fucking Gulf. Dude, it was just like, it was some brutal times, but we changed that place into a magical hangout. But hey, be sure to check out Perry's in Fairfax. They're reopening. Not Perry's anymore. But we would love you as a client still. So, let's see. So, going back to the products that we're going to be coming out with. So, what we do have is we're going to be doing 4 different wooden gift boxes now, right? We have our classic plus 3 new ones.
Yeah, so basically combined the different bitters into things that they would be used for. So, for instance, we have the old-fashioned kit coming out.
Yep,
so
old-fashioned.
Cherry cacao, aromatic, and orange, things you would use in old-fashions. And then we have a martini one coming out. So we've got grapefruit, rosemary,
scorched pear, and orange.
Scorched pear.
Yep.
And then we've got one that we're calling craft. And that one's going to have the green chili and the... what else is it going to have in there? Cardamom?
Yeah, it's green chili, cardamom, and I think chocolate.
Flavored. And chocolate, yeah. So things that people get really creative.
Yeah, and that's in addition to the one we've had. So if you guys have checked out our wooden gift boxes, which are pretty awesome, it had the aromatic, the orange, and the cardamom, our flagship
then
flavors.
We have an original that we already have.
So now we're going to have 4 versions of that. All these are in the 100 ml format. Makes it the best Father's Day present, Christmas present, birthday, any day present, honestly. I mean, dude, if you just want to have a good drink, but you can't tell your buddy that he sucks at making drinks, buy him this.
There you go.
And it'd be like, all right, here's
And
a
they
couple
all have-
ingredients.
They've got 6 Josh recipes on the back of each one.
6 King Floyd's recipes. King Floyd's copyrights at all.
if
None of this
they-
belongs to
if
me
they're
at all.
terrible,
I
then
do it
blame
for
it
the
on you.
people. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If they suck. Yeah. Or hold on. That guy's fault. Yeah. Forgot the live feed. Yeah, that guy right there, his fault. Because he edits them all. I make beautiful drinks. And then
Yeah,
he,
the edit.
And then he has to change all the punctuation and
All the
pronunciation. So it is what it is. All right. So that's coming out. Let's see. We got Wild Plum back on the shelf. So if you're a fan of that long and forgotten, beautiful relic, we do have it right now. It is back on. We finally got it back in enough to where we could promote it. Every time we put it on the shelves, because it was such a shit harvest last year that it just fly right out. So it wasn't even worth just mentioning it. But we do have it in bulk now. So if you're liking that, feel free to hit us up at www.kingfloyds.com. Or if you're a wholesaler, Fair, Mabel, Handshake, Tundra, or just email me, josh@kingfloyds.com. So without further ado, who's thirsty?
Me?
People are thirsty.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're going to be making today is a rendition of a drink that I fell in love with while on my anniversary with the beautiful Shannon Irene O'Grady, who is currently in the audience right now, staring at me with gleaming eyes because she loves me so much. This was tableside Manhattan cart that came over. I've been smoking drinks for my entire career, or since I was fucking, like 23. I wasn't the shit right when I started out the gate.
40
right?
years ago.
50 years ago. But yeah, it was just on the torched plank, cupped the glass over it, and then so we went to this really nice restaurant, and they did one of the sexiest things I've ever seen. And I was like, that's something I would tip $20 on. And so, of course, I had to bring it to you guys. So we went and got myself a fancy little doodad right here, this weird little thing. And this is what we're going to make the drink in. And it's a really cool decanter that Lawrence is going to give me.
Yeah, I love that.
Because it shouldn't be here. Someone's going to break it. This deserves to be in my collection. It is quite nice. And what that is going to be a tequila-based Manhattan, okay? And some of you may have had that. I can tell you if you use the ingredients I'm going to use today, it'll be 50 times better than that. They are very nice on their own, even if you're not using high-end. None of these bottles cost more than $100. I would say everything ingredient-wise cost maybe $110. That's going to be some Antica Sweet Vermouth, which is this guy. You guys have heard me say it plenty of times. This is the go-to. Do not use anything other than this unless you're using it for flavor, because then you got to check out a couple different varieties. Staple. And then we have the Código Rose Reposado. Now, the important thing about this is that it's finished in a wine or a Cabernet cask, I believe. Yeah, Cabernet barrel. And so with that, you're just going to have a lot more notes that are going to blend well with the Antica as well as the smoke than just your traditional Reposado, which is usually going to have like hints of caramel, vanilla. It's going to be a little bit sweeter. And so with that, adding the smoke, it's going to have more of that añejo flavor going into that mezcal realm, but with a Manhattan finish, which we're going to be pairing up with our barrel-aged Aromatic.
Which is, weirdly enough, also aged
in a Cabernet wine barrel.
Yeah.
And so you can do this with the stereotypical Aromatic as well. However, it's going to be a little bit more punchy. You're going to get those notes, they're going to be sharp rather than well-rounded.
You can do it with a what? Sorry.
Our basic Aromatic.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, for a drink like this, I love both of them are great. They're just two different sides of the spectrum. Something that is smooth and luxurious versus punk rock. I love our Aromatic for tiki style drinks, things that have sugar that you want to cut through, but when you're just blending nice, well-rounded liqueurs, I'd go with the barrel age. And so that's what we're going to be using today. So without further ado, let's make a cocktail.
And you got all those ingredients from Ludwig's.
Ludwig's in San Anselmo. If you were a local in California, more importantly, Marin County, San Anselmo, the sleepy town of nightlife, you're going to go ahead and meet Majid and Sal over at Ludwig's downtown that can help you with every allocation of bottles needed that you could ever want on your palate. They have a beautiful selection of every liquor available on the market today. And you know what's the best thing? They carry our entire line. So if you're in the area and you'd like to make this drink at home, Ludwig's.
And I think...
Tell me that's not a plug. Love you guys.
No, that's definitely a good one. I like that. We're going to have to tell them to actually watch the live feed.
Yeah, in San Mateo, San Francisco, and Cupertino.
They are actually...
Walnut Creek.
If my memory serves, which memory, we were just reading that article about, alcohol shrinking the brain and everything. But if my memory serves, I think that Ludwig's is also...
Which is why you hired me, though, so I'm grateful for it.
Exactly. It's our oldest customer, I think.
They're the first?
I think that they're one of the...
Oh, I know they're definitely in the very beginning era.
Like 5 years ago.
They've been with us since the very beginning. And I love their shop. It's great. Like if I was gonna retire from everything that I do, which is hopefully next year if this company goes well, that's the kind of shop I like. They have fine wine. They got they don't have the largest selection of any category of the spirits, but they have the good shit. And you're not gonna find Cuervo. There's no Jack Daniels.
They probably have 40 different mezcals.
Dude, they got so many mezcals. It's all good shit. It's no one's going there because they want to get fucked up. I'm that guy I'll go ahead and I'll buy $300 worth of ingredients to make a beautiful dinner for 4, and then I will also spend $400 on ingredients to make a cocktail that pairs perfectly with it because I'm that much of a. But I can't say it on TV anymore. And at the same time, you can't get that shit at Safeway, so you go down to Ludwig's in San Anselmo.
Right.
And definitely love those guys. Talk to Sal. He's the main guy there. Majid might be. And if you get to see him there, shake his hand because you'll never get the opportunity again. And so, without further ado, let's make a drink. Okay, so we got a couple people here, so I'm going to go ahead and make this 2 at a time. All right, so basic Manhattan's going to be 2-to-1 on the sweet vermouth and your bourbon. So we're going to do the same recipe except with our Rosa Casidigo Reposado tequila. So 1 cocktail, 2 ounces, because we're not amateurs. 2 cocktails. Antica Sweet Vermouth, 1 ounce per cocktail. Yes, you could just flip this around and use the 2, but I want to show you guys step by step. Math is hard. All right. King Floyd's barrel-aged aromatic, also aged in a Cabernet barrel. 1, 2, 3, 4 per cocktail. 1, 2, 3, 4. How long do you guys do this for at home?
It's either 13
nope.
or until...
That much right there. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Oh, that was exactly 15% of the ice melted into the...
Okay, and this is where this drink gets fun. Okay, I don't expect you guys to have this at home. If you don't, you can literally just do what I was talking about earlier and take a plank of apple wood, cherry wood, or anything, or even just grab some flakes of cherry wood and burn it on a board. Make sure it's not PT. Don't sue us. You replicate this by coating the inside of the glass. Where's Lawrence's fancy glass? He gets this one because he's special. Yeah, just put this upside down on it. It'll catch all the smoke. You'll get a very similar flavor. However, doing it like this was very awesome when I saw it done.
Is that what they did at that bar, tableside game?
Yes, they did, and it was amazing.
Yeah, it was really cool.
What's up? We got 2 guests walking in right now. That's going to be a very fucking tall Michael. Last time I saw you were fucking shorter than Jared. No, you've always been taller than Jared.
No one's that short.
We got Jared standard in his mouth. Just letting you guys know, we got a mic set right here so you guys can hang out that group, and it's hung out to pick up your voice over there. We got a mic right in front of Lawrence, and there's a camera right in front of Lawrence. Hey, Michael, go ahead and say hi to this camera right here.
Say hi. Hello.
Next generation, guys. That's next generation right there. All right.
I don't think I've seen Michael since probably a couple months. Mm-hmm. Everybody loved your Christmas card. That was awesome.
Here, get that out of the way of the smoker.
No, you did not send him a card. That was from Little John.
What?
Little John.
Little John did.
Yeah.
Shit.
Michael doesn't care about us that much.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, different family member.
Never mind. And he just nodded. He's like, yeah, thanks.
That's what I would have done too. Smart man. Don't say that wasn't me. Just take the credit. Just take the credit. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're loading this little smoker up with some cherry wood flakes. Okay, put that back in there. By the way, I tried to make one of these because I was like, I can do that.
One of the smokers
Oh yeah,
with a hair dryer and a.
with an old vacuum that I never used it at all. It was in a box still, and I was like, that has a motor in it. I could totally make this work. Fucking version 1.0 didn't work because the box wasn't airtight, so I decided to take one of my big old Tupperwares, the snap lids. I'm like, that's a vacuum sealed ring. Yeah, brother came out and he was just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, I know I look like a tweaker right now, burning holes in plastic and putting tubes and shit. He's like, I thought you don't smoke weed anymore. I'm like, I don't. This is for smoking a cocktail. And he's like, how's that working out? I'm like, fucking horrible. I didn't want to spend $100. $89.99. Go ahead. Highly recommend it for this reason right here. Okay, we're going to take that bottle of two cocktails.
Hopefully you bought that on King Floyd's.
No.
Really?
No, this is mine.
So that's yours?
Yeah, this is mine, Lawrence. You don't get this.
It's not the company
No.
smoker?
No, you get
The shitty one?
where to go.
Yeah, I know.
I only want to say that in case you're
tried to
working.
use it today.
I can't say their name. I can't say their name. Okay, so
Yeah.
turn it on high at first. Okay. Torch lighter is needed.
Oh.
Look at that shit. Puff the magic dragon. Then you can turn it on low, just to fill that thing on up, and turn it off.
That's cool.
Yeah, fuck it is, right? I love this thing.
That's cool.
Ooh, and it is the perfect decanter for that. Look at that. Wow. That is awesome.
How's that look on camera? That looks pretty fucking awesome, doesn't it? That's because it is.
That really is that basically the way they did. What bar were you at when you guys?
They gave me their business card, so I can't tell you
Can I smell that?
because obviously Shannon's famous.
Oh, it's that one.
It was
It's that one. All right.
Can you walk over here without touching anything?
Yeah.
Wow. Smoke.
Wow. Is that this one?
No,
Apple?
cherry.
The restaurant that we went to that night.
I like the way that poured.
I'm
we went
so
was
going
better
back.
than this place. The cocktails are better. I think at this place, but the steak where we went was.
Oh my god, that
I
was
don't think I've had better.
that was
It
such a great
fantastic.
night.
So good.
I got to go out.
Fucking Hugo's, man.
Ooh.
It was Hugo.
I mean, come on, how sexy is it to pour smoke
see,
onto a
see, it
drink?
comes out.
Like,
See, it comes
no, like, dude, it's not gonna do that. You don't spank the bottle to get it to come out. But look, you just pour it on, it just falls right on out because it's all cold now.
Wow, that
Such a
is
cool trick. Oops.
Mark, the restaurant we went to, I got to spend their anniversary with them.
And before Lawrence gets on this beautiful cock-blocking story he's about to tell you.
It was all of our anniversary.
It was all of our anniversaries together. It's like I don't know. Anyways, it was fun.
Another company that's going to pay us eventually. Luxardo Cherries, the only cherry to use at King Floyd's.
Right. What was that place called?
The one we went to?
Yeah,
Tune in on Telemundo.
Berries.
Berries.
Also,
It's-
it's also on Fremont Street.
Yeah, Berries and Hugo's.
It's
Berry.
in this really old casino in
D
Vegas.
Casino?
The D Casino. It's like one of the oldest casinos in Vegas. And you walk in, there's like a Burger King and I don't know, just like, old people like pulling slots and stuff like that. Kind of a little bit depressing. But then you go into this basement restaurant that was off the hook.
Top notch.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
restaurant.
Dude, they did all the work for
50
me.
years.
They wrote us, they gave me a rose.
Yeah, they're like, is it a special
They
occasion?
gave us a handwritten happy anniversary.
Well, yes, it's our anniversary. Oh,
Like,
madame, this is for you.
crazy.
And gave, like with the accents, gave her a rose. I'm like, dude, I'm coming here every time.
Yeah.
I don't gotta do
I'm
nothing.
going
I just gotta spend
place.
money and eat good food.
That was
Dude,
great.
look, we got to the table, and then Shannon was just like looking at where to put the rose, and they're like, madame, the vase on the table is for your rose. And she's like, there's a fucking vase for my rose. Right, dude, they got that. They know what they're doing. And then, what was the best part, babe? At the very end.
The dessert?
No, we got the thing to take home.
Oh.
What?
the card.
That's what they did a handwritten
Oh.
card. Oh, I didn't say that.
Yeah, they also wrote "Happy Anniversary" on the
Yeah,
cake that we all
these
made.
motherfuckers gave us a handwritten card from everyone that worked at our table. Yeah, like the sorry, this is gonna be the best label. I forget your name. The salad tosser, the drink maker, the waiter, like everyone that was part of the table, they all hand signed it, and I was like,
They signed it like your waiter, your salad tosser.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna make up the job titles because they didn't have the job titles there.
Yeah, you don't forget this.
That's fun.
And plus, their drink making skills was like Barry's was great, but the drink makes at Hugo was pretty fucking awesome. Strictly because I ordered a Manhattan that wasn't on the menu, and I was like, "Do you have these special bullshit cherries?" And they're like, "No, we don't." And then apparently the bartender back there kept some for this special regular, obviously a mob boss. And he's like, "He didn't come in today, so you get to have his." And I was like, "Oh shit,
Oh.
someone gonna come after me
Oh.
after these?" And that's what those.
Is that where the confusion started?
That's where it started. And then we ended up, running around for the rest of the time because we were trying not to be smashed out. And here's our first two drinks. That guy is for Lawrence because he's a fancy bitch.
No. You guys have those.
All right, so if you're just tuning in, let's see. So we got 1, 2. So Jared, once again, you're gonna be last with me,
let's
okay?
give this one to Mike. Mike, Mike's the guest of honor here. All the rest of you guys are regulars.
First drink.
Salute that.
Yeah, Mike, speaking of the mic. So, by the way, this is going to be live on a podcast. You like it? Hey, give me some reviews. What do you guys think about that?
It's good.
God damn it.
That's it?
Balance.
I know, this is
Here we go.
This is my partner in life. There we go. See, big words. I like it.
Taste the magic of the bitters,
Mwah.
the aromatic.
Perfection.
I feel the same way he does.
Cherry is great.
Dude, honestly, it's the best dessert ever. I remember when I used to be bartending and I'd make these fancy drinks at the best rock and roll dive bar. They have sweet and sour on a gun. Horrible place. And then I'd make these bougie ass fucking drinks for people that walked in. And fucking, I was literally so upset if they ever brought the glass back to me, throw in the well area when they didn't eat their cherry. I would stop. I'd be 13 people deep, "What the fuck are you doing? Eat the goddamn cherry! Get out of my bar!" And then until they ate the cherry, and I'd be, "All right, I'll get you in a second. I got 14 ahead of you." And then everything was all good. But I made the customer eat the cherry because that's the best fucking part.
That's the best part. And people aren't used to good cherries.
Correct. They're only used to that bubble gum that sticks into you forever.
Smoky.
All right. So
Smoky,
if you're just tuning in, we're gonna do this again.
Cherry whip.
Okay.
Yeah, that's smoky.
Do. Okay. Once again, Mexican Manhattan. Gonna be using Casa Diego Rose Cask Blended Cabernet Reposado. 2 ounces per cocktail. We are making 2 again, so 4. That's 4. All right, 1 ounce of Antica Sweet Vermouth.
I think that's
Per
probably
cocktail.
blue.
Instead of doing it twice, we're just going to flip this thing over to use the big side because we are now professionals. We've made this drink twice.
1/2 of the jigger is 1 ounce, and the other one is 2 ounce.
Yes, which is what most of them are. And then you get these fancy ones where it has these lines engraved in the interior of it, and that shows you 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, 3/4 of an ounce. And then on the other side, it has usually 1, and that just shows you a 1/2 ounce or a 1 ounce marker as well. Okay. Then for the bitters, barrel aged aromatic again, also aged for an extra year in a Cabernet barrel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 per cocktail. So we're looking at 8.
Pardon me.
Perfectly timed.
Is that what a fart sounds like when you get up there?
Pardon my crack.
So is that your neck or your ass? I don't know.
That's the door, actually.
Yeah.
I'm no doctor. But both of those didn't sound good.
So you guys age this for a year?
Yeah, this is bottled once a year on the date of King Floyd's birthday, which shall be a secret for eternity. If you can actually go ahead and shoot me an email, josh@kingfloyds.com,
changes from
and
year
guess
to year.
that date, I'll send you the entire line.
Ooh. I don't know, man.
What?
I think the first one to guess, let's just say that.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Because it's not.
Lauren keeps me in check. He forgets that we're all people, but at the same time, people in large groups suck. So I get it. You got to put a cap at 1. I mean, I just want to answer you if someone already won, and you're like, "Did I get it?" Like, I'm not talking to this guy anymore. Yeah, and if you don't remember my email, go back to the beginning of the video and rewrite it down. Okay? Watch it again. Boop. This time we're gonna do some apple wood, just to change it up a bit and keep things interesting.
Do you think the woods change the?
Oh, absolutely.
They change the
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, smokiness is smokiness. Like if you use like liquid smoke to cook with, like there is a flavor just to that in itself. But then, have you ever smoked with apple wood or cherry wood? Have you ever had like pecan wood bacon?
Right.
Fucking best shit on the goddamn planet.
Okay.
It's made from angel's wings. That's how good it is. Cherry wood's really fucking good as well. However, dude, I will strangle a kitten for that pecan wood shit.
Right.
Smoke it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so there's a difference. It is subtle, but that's kind of what we are in the liquor world.
These smoked drinks. I went to McBeath's Hardwood in Berkeley
Mm-hmm.
and sought out some stuff that Josh was looking for, and brought back a couple of planks of I can't remember.
Yeah, it was applewood.
Applewood. And the
Yep.
only one you said that don't get was oak because
Yeah,
some people can be allergic.
Yep, don't get fucking oak. You know, which is hilarious, guys. You know, like I just got this, and they come, you know, with a couple little samplers, and of course I couldn't just do the 2 samples. I got to buy the kits, and then you know, beautiful partner brought me an entire sampler kit as well. And one of the things in there is oak, and I was like, oh, they're fucking selling this? Oh shit! Like, cause that's just a lawsuit waiting to happen. It's even worse than peanuts, cause at least peanuts fucking know they're allergic to it. Like, fucking, oh god, don't even get me started on them.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, the thing that's different about them is you can't go around your entire life going on flights and hiding oak chips in the seats. That's the only PG Josh joke you're gonna get this evening.
I don't think they can sue the company just because it's oak.
Well, no, you can sue the bar that gave you an oak smoked drink without their consent.
Without telling you.
Welcome to Marin County 101. You're always suable.
Dude, you should be a lawyer.
No, I was born in California. I learned how to read fine print.
Right.
That's why my mom still hates I got my neck tattooed. Because she's like, I said you couldn't tattoo your face. I'm like, 2 different parts. Fine print. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Boop. Alright.
That is so cool.
Also, this is great not just for drinking and being classy while you want to catch a buzz. You can also smoke plentiful food with it, which is amazing. Even desserts.
So it comes with.
Ice cream.
Oh, it's so different. It's so different.
The first time I saw one of those specific, well, it comes with that big ball thing with the hood thing.
Yeah. There's a big bell that you have like a wooden plate on, and you like
Right.
put the plate of food on, and then you put the bell over it and the
Right.
little tube. Yeah.
The first time I had anything out of one of those was at a trade show, whatever, and they were smoking chocolates.
Oh, smoked chocolate. Okay.
Dude, legit. Like that's what I mean. Like smoke is a great, and that's what I mean. There's no wrong. Like we were just talking about this earlier. There's no wrong way to make a drink. Honestly, you're just messing around with flavors. Like, have you ever been stoned and like you put syrup on crackers because you're like, that's a great idea, and then you're like, why the fuck was I doing that? That's what bartending is essentially. Until you come up with something, you're like, oh, this tastes good when I'm not stoned, and then boom, you got a new cocktail. So like, honestly, make wrong things, make things horrible. Learn from your mistakes, but always blend something new. You don't need to follow a recipe. Like recipes are over fucking, like every bartender has the recipe book. Look at my recipes on King Floyd, or King Floyd's recipes. And, you know, if you don't like a flavor in it, change it. Like you can like, how many people tell me you can't put cardamom in fucking bourbon? You can't put grapefruit in like, whatever classification they want to put things on. But I guarantee you a way I can find it to make it work. And that's not because I'm a professional or anything. It's just because I've drank a lot. You know, there's a club for that as well.
Yeah, it's 10,000 drinks or 10,000 hours of drinking or something like that. Right?
Yeah, I thought it was 3 DUIs. Just kidding, I don't have those.
Well,
Yet. Fuck, I can't even make that joke anymore. I do not have any felonies. I have to state that. I am a grade A citizen.
DUI is not a felony, is it?
Yes, it is. That's why you can't go to Canada with one.
You can't.
That's why I can't go to Canada.
If you're a fireman or policeman, you'd be fired on the spot. Any
Oh,
government, any government agency. Yep.
DMV?
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, they're all drunk at the DMV.
My buddy graduated, the smoke jumper school, and that night he got a DUI.
Oh man.
Yeah. He had a rough time after that for a while.
Also, if you use these Luxardos, try to get most of the syrup off. Yeah, you might spill your drink.
Yeah.
Drink it first. Just kidding. King Floyd's does not endorse drinking and driving.
Drinking while drunk.
You need a lot of
Josh the lawyer.
One from Mr. Mark.
One guardameta.
Those are so beautiful.
Smells real nice.
Yeah, I can smell the smoky.
I'm getting the buzz.
You want some crackers and syrup, bro?
We're hot boxes.
I got some saltines.
Hot boxes.
Come on. It's like fishing for these. It's great.
Look at that.
Also, never throw away this when there's a bunch of syrup left at the bottom, because you can make some really cool shit with this. Just get creative, like I've been talking about the entire time.
I'm like popping those cherries.
Right, Michael?
Oh no. That's the cherry ready to get to a sloppy ball game.
All right, for Lawrence. Come on, hand that off to the owner, CEO, friend, compadre, and somewhat father figure in the corner over there.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
All right, have a sip, give me some feedback.
I think there's something to that mixing it in there too. It's like it literally.
Dude, I've been smoking cocktails my whole career, and that was like the sexiest thing I've ever seen. I was like,
Oh my god,
I never thought of that.
that is so good.
Like we're having a great this bar cart was like 40 minutes late, which was no problem. We were having a great time, and
That is delicious.
and then they pulled up. I was like, yeah, Manhattan. Like thinking they're just gonna make it there in front. And then she pulled this shit out, and I was like,
Hang on.
Right.
That's nice.
wow, I haven't been shown up in a long time, and she showed me what the fuck was up, man. And I was like, I gotta have it.
High tech, huh?
Yeah.
High
That's
tech.
what happens.
Dude, I haven't been overshowed bartending wise in so long. I was like, that's added to the collection.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
Josh,
just like
I
on your
think,
phone
I think
instantly, like looking it up.
not to ruin anything for the future.
Well, then
we
just
should
don't
probably-
stop. Just stop. Don't
Probably
run.
should show the audience the crappy one, and you know the. You don't have to tell them the brand name. It's right behind you. The type not to get.
Where'd it
That
go?
would be a good-
I thought I said it behind you somewhere.
That'd be a prudent thing to do.
It would be. If it's not beneficial to the company, don't do it.
Oh, thank you. Actually, you're right. Never
Look at that. Young buck.
Yeah.
The Padawan teaches the master.
You gotta put it through that filter. Put it through that filter. Is it?
Honestly, this is
always has
this is an on-running joke because out of nowhere, Lawrence will just call me and be like, "Josh, you know that picture that you posted on Instagram? Did you? It's a little edgy." I'm like, well, "Which one did I do? Like, what fuck did I fuck up?" And he's like, "Well, you know, like, does your tongue need to be out?" Like, have you ever fucking met me?
It's true.
But so from now on, I'm actually going to be doing a shoot with Jarrett, who's behind this camera soon. I'm going to be putting on this little white collar right here, and black, and just stand there looking at the camera like this, all innocent. Like, I don't know if that looks innocent on the camera. No, it doesn't. Holy shit!
you
What
don't-
kind of innocent
you
face
do
can I do?
not
Jarrett and I
look
did this a long time ago. Me trying to look nice doesn't work.
Josh, smile. Josh, smile.
Dude, my best picture Jarrett ever took at me.
Just pretend like you.
Yeah, like, yeah,
and
son.
he's like. And I took the picture and I just put the camera down. I was like, that's it.
Yeah, he was like, "Josh, tell me to go fuck myself." I was just like staring at him. He's all, "Click, cool, we're done." Best I've used it my entire career. Best photo I've ever seen.
It's
I
in
know the
Josh's
photo you're
bathroom
talking
when you're taking a dump.
Yeah, it's that one. It's that one. Dude, I have it right when you sit down on my toilet. It's staring right at you. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I love it. Perfect placement.
Josh is like, go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm like, go ahead. And then you sit there and you look up. You're like, oh Jesus.
He's like, sit down on the toilet seat. I'm like, what's going on, Josh?
Hey, would you like a non-alcoholic Manhattan, by the way?
Well, you know why I.
Some of you might be asking how you make that. My answer is you fucking can't.
Josh, why don't you put that picture in the bathroom back there in front of the toilet? I have a good idea.
Well, dude, have you ever tried to give yourself a blumpkin?
It scares the shit out of me.
Double entundrum. I like
Drink, throw some kicks, huh?
Yeah.
it. So, Jay,
Yeah.
you're interested?
Yeah.
All right. So we got one more round that I could finally tell you how this drink that I've made and not yet tasted tastes
It is
on
delicious.
camera.
Take my word.
All right, but this one I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna rather than put the drink in the glass and then fill it with smoke, I want to fill it with smoke and then put the drink in the glass. See if that changes some shit up. You know, mix it up a little bit.
What
You
about
know?
half and half?
Trendsetter.
You're experimenting.
Make a sandwich. Make a sandwich.
Nah, I'm done with my 20s. My experimenting days are over. I know exactly what I am, and that is an asshole.
So it's 2-1.
Yes.
Medium an asshole or the cocktail?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
both, right.
Yes.
2 assholes per person.
Well, just like a bartender. Oh, you know, bartenders are just like toilet seats. They can only serve one asshole at a time.
Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dashes per cocktail. Looking at a total of 8. All right. Boop. All right, Jay, you get to pick. Cherry or apple? I knew it.
I like cherries.
So does Michael.
Michael.
Hey, yes, he fucking does. If you guys don't know that story, look up Woody Allen and cherries. It'll pop up. Holy fucking shit. I just found out about that, man. I'm late to the game on that.
Really?
Dude, I found out about it like a month and a half ago. Dude, that's what I mean. Like how, dude, fucking like a B-52 right over my fucking head, man. Missed that bomb from a long whiles away. And then I found, I'm like, oh, I was on Reddit back when that happened. How did I miss this? Reddit, you let me down. You're supposed to give me my news.
Yeah, didn't he leave the country over that or something?
No.
Fucking, I don't know. I don't even know how he's gotten anything else in life after that. That is fucking hilarious. And
Well,
America's
it's-
crucified people for less.
How do you become a millionaire? You know, you start with $1 million kind
Right?
of thing.
He made 3 movies, 3 very successful movies after that.
Yeah, Zombieland.
No, I don't think that was a
Love that.
Did he? No. What? Real? Did he? Yeah, I think he has. He's made.
Oh yeah,
he's
he
been a
made
success.
Hannah and Her Sisters. Then the one with Hugh Grant in it, the murder mystery. And yeah, there's another one after that. Yeah, it was 3.
Let's
At least 3. So,
That
you know,
guy right
I'm
here.
not gonna react.
Also, best if you notice you put your ice in last. That way your drink's not overly watered down. Because as Lawrence was saying,
What? 15% exactly, and then
Jeff Burkhart would be proud.
yeah, it's either 13 stirs or 15%, whichever comes first.
That's a hell of a one.
You know, I was taught it's however many fucking stirs I do.
Whatever. It's about right. Ooh, this is ooh. It looks cool going in too. Oh yeah, that's a better way to do it.
That's what I tell the kids.
Look at that.
It's,
You know?
I like that way because it's got to go through the smoke. And then
And it pushes it out. Displaces
interacts.
it.
Yeah.
Well, all the particulars.
You gotta make it in the hole, Josh.
All the particulars.
I tell him that all the time.
It's not that hard.
Who's saying?
She says that all.
It's not that hard, I know.
Start forgetting.
I'm getting old, man. I know exactly what I am. Yeah, Lawrence, this is coming home with me. This is the last live feed you're ever going
All
to
right,
see of
no,
this.
that's fine, but I might need to. I'm gonna.
Nope.
You need a lesson.
I want to borrow the smoker for one friggin' night. Come on.
And if it smells funny when you get it back, don't worry about it. It's been
Just, it's dishwasher safe.
I'll give you one. I have a smoker in my car actually.
You have the same one. You bought two.
Well, yeah, so he, after his 2 failed attempts, I bought him one, and then he came
Oh, really?
over and he had already bought one, so now we have 2.
Oh, well,
And now-
you know.
I was gonna return
King
it,
Floyd's will
but
pay
it's-
for it. We got tons of money floating around.
Dennis will give you
Dude, just saying, 7 digits in the bank is great.
I know.
If
Well,
you guys haven't tried having that much fuck money,
especially
Dude,
if you
highly
count the
recommend
2
it.
digits after the
after the
decimal.
decimal point.
Yeah, then you're like,
We got
whoa.
7 digits.
I didn't tell you where the period was. 7 digits.
What's this stuff?
So that was the opposite. They have different flavors, which I haven't seen. If you look in the bag.
Hickory, applewood.
Yeah, but they do like apple and peach.
Yeah, I got hickory, applewood, mesquite, oak, peach.
I've never.
That's
And
tail.
there's a few other sweet ones. But I haven't.
Oak.
And there's
Oak.
That's what I was
He's
saying.
not using that.
I was like, I'm surprised they put that in there.
I should have done the oak.
Biz is going to be
Jared,
thrilled.
you're like allergic to life right now. Really? You want to just throw the dice?
Seriously though, Biz is going to be very happy that you have that decanter. She'll know.
I
it's
love
the
making
right
Biz
place.
happy. Biz,
You should.
thank you. I'm glad that you're happy.
Yeah. She's going to be happy about it.
This is happy face.
Bobbing for cherries.
This two's fine for me.
You'll take 3
Yeah,
or whatever the fuck I give you.
And I want the one on your right.
he had the tag in.
No, that's mine.
That said doesn't listen. It was a stalker.
Jared Standard from Jared Standard Photography. If you haven't checked out his photos, let them speak for themselves.
Indeed.
I need some more.
Here's his card right here.
Jared.
What are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. Here's his cute puppy card right here. And guess what? They come
right.
with QR codes. That way you don't have to
Wow.
remember the website. You just go beep boop. Like on TikTok and all that young people shit.
Custom.
Marin paw prints. Jared Standard
Jared, are you
Photography.
going to people's houses to?
Well, he's been doing that
do this, or are
forever.
you doing it like at the park, or where? I
I'm
mean,
going
what's
to
going on?
The different dog parks, and I just got my cards, so I'm gonna final up my pricing and my packaging. Trying
You
to
need
put
to
together
do an
different
event.
packages for people, so I don't want to launch it until I have everything set up, and I know that I'm
Did
going to
you
be
do
making some
different-
changes. I know,
What shit
but I
Right.
want it pretty stable. So it's almost there.
Cool.
I have pictures up.
No, I got the same as you.
Website.
Well, let's plan an event. I want to help. I'm gonna, no charge, no consulting fees at all. But Jared's an incredible pet photographer, and just his stuff is great. He has all
That's
the
fucking
tricks
really
of
good.
trade and really
Marin
Oh,
good
paw
quality.
Right here.
All right, so I'm going to give you my little recommendation on this cocktail, and then I'm going to tell you a story about Jared and his photo. I'm so happy you got his cards finally. So, very well balanced. It's not, I don't know what they use for the drink that I'm trying to replicate, so it's hard. But at the same time, it is very nice. It is very light on the tongue. It's very airy. However, the smoke and the Antica give you a heavy presence. So you take the sip thinking it's going to be really thick and velvety, but at the end of it, being the rosé style Reposado, paired up with the aromatic bitters, it does feel light and airy,
All these portraits of dogs.
to the point where I can knock back like 4 of these.
I was gonna finish up my
Hey, Jared.
This is a beautiful
hold on.
thing.
I wanted to hear what Josh. What did you say?
Hey Donnie, shut the fuck up!
Got it. Got it, boss.
So yeah, just a quick critique on the cocktail. Being that rosé style Reposado, Cabernet cask and whatnot, paired up with the aromatic bitters, I feel as though smelling the smoke and expecting that typical taste of a Manhattan, which is usually like heavy, soft at the same time, a little bit of velvety. It's very light. It's very airy compared to the first smell and taste of it. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Like I would think this would be like a nighttime dinner cocktail. However, that's been changed to summertime by the pool and a cigar. Rico would approve.
Where is Rico?
Where is Rico not? Is the question. And that answer is right here, right now, where he should be. Rico, when are you going to come fucking hang out?
Yeah.
I need some more cigars. If you guys are ever looking for cigars, contact Rico. He has the best.
Smoke cigars in here?
No, I can, not you. I'm on film, therefore it's an act, and I get to, this is my stage. I can smoke, you can't.
The tequila doesn't really. I mean, you get that hint of tequila, which is perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it's interesting.
I get
amazing
more.
Manhattan.
Yeah, I get more of like the dryness. Like
Yeah.
like
Vegas is a lot more smoky. It was.
yeah, I felt the one in Vegas was like a lot like sweeter. They might have done like a 1-to-1 on their sweeter than this, not like sugary
That would
sweet.
be too sweet.
That's what I'm saying, but I don't know the ingredients they used. They said it was a sherry cask tequila.
Was it an Indiano?
I have no idea. Yeah, they just told me it was a sherry cask and tequila. alongside a decent sweet vermouth with bitters.
This is really good with the tequila. It's a different twist.
Yeah, it's very not what I was expecting at all off this. I've never made this cocktail. I've never had that style tequila before. But at the same time, that's what I'm talking about when you start making drinks. It's a fun process to come up with something you're like, oh, that's fucking awesome. And then you put it away in the box, and then if you ever want to recreate it, it's there. At the same time, I now know what flavors I would want to bring forward. And like I would like it personally for like a dinner style Manhattan, which is kind of what I was envisioning with this. Maybe even throwing some mezcal on it for the next one.
This would be a great aperitif.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a really good tequila base. I can taste it all, but I taste like the rosé part of it, or rosa, which is the Cabernet. I taste that a lot more than I taste the tequila coming through, which is a beautiful part of the drink. But I personally wanted it to be heavier.
It's like a hint of tequila.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's what's
And it's not disappointing at all. It's just not what I expected, and so it's very interesting.
It's the opposite. It's surprising. Not disappointing.
Yeah, it's just fucking sneaky ass drink though. Honestly, I can knock that back real quick.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And that's nothing but liquor, so it'll put your dick in the dirt real quick. Don't do that.
No dicks in there.
Unless that's how you like to party. Or you're at a nude beach and get a boner.
And you want to get a little sun on your back.
Sandwich.
It's the polite thing to do. Dig out a hole and turn over.
I like the fly fold.
All right, I do have one bad joke.
Okay.
Just one?
Just one.
Don't look at me for approving.
I'm
Approving
looking at
bad
this guy right now because I'm always one joke away from getting fired. I am a walking HR complaint. I am well aware of this.
That is not true.
It's good. No way.
Okay. What is the only category that you can't make dark humor jokes about?
I can think of a few, but go ahead.
Abortions.
Why?
Because there's no delivery.
No! There's no...
And I'm done. All right, I had to get it out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That'll appeal to the
Planned Parenthood.
yeah.
That's a Planned
Either
Parenthood.
side of the debate you're on, it's still a funny joke.
I love Planned Parenthood. Maybe the man I am today.
Capitalism.
Man, what's happened to comedy these days? Like disappearing.
Right?
Well, if you go to other parts of the country, you haven't. Just in this part.
Yeah, that's what comedy is. It's supposed to be a joke.
See, what you want to do is you want to live in that middle ground. You don't want to get as famous as Dave Chappelle, because then you get all the hate. You want to live in that middle ground where you're making, a couple $100,000 a year, but you're not living in a McMansion.
You want to be...
Cool.
what's his name?
Retired with a couple $100,000.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's important. Retire.
Retiring with money
Not
in
actually
general
working.
is important.
You can be Daniel Tosh, but you don't want to be Dave Chappelle.
I don't know. Like I would excel at being Dave
Tosh is
Chappelle.
pretty racy, though.
Like I love Dave. Dude, Sticks and Stones, and what was the name of his last one that he did?
Were you there when
But
Dave
he's doing
Chappelle was at
another one,
19
you know that,
Broadway?
right?
Oh, I thought he called it quits for a bit.
Dave Chappelle went to 19 Broadway?
Dave Chappelle
Yeah.
was at 19
I went and
Were you
saw
there that
him.
night?
No, I was working at Perry's, but I came down just to
You
see him
mean
for a
to
sec.
like as a patron?
Yeah, he hung out at,
Yeah.
at 19.
No
He does that
kidding.
stuff all
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Hey,
extra late.
imagine that. He's a person.
He hung out extra late and yeah. It was,
Yeah, he's not like a country celebrity like fucking Metallica.
Oh,
Right.
James Hadfield.
He would stop in.
Lars.
Fucking vegan.
Pretension.
Lars collects modern art.
Is he really? I saw him.
So not only is he a shitty drummer, he also has bad taste.
Lars didn't come by the bars, but James did.
Oh, Lars is a fucking piece
Story
of
about
shit.
Metallica.
James would come over and check out the people that were.
Well, yeah, it's because he'll watch any 3D movie that comes
Here's
out
a
on the
story.
market.
I know, there's always going to be a story. It's a quick story about Metallica. One of the first, that night that Adam Roach, and I think one other guy was there.
No last names, please.
Whatever. Exactly. So these guys were like, "Hey, you want to go see the Metallica plays?"
Oh yeah, that was the worst fucking thing. Sorry, Lawrence's story.
I
was
Metallica
pissed.
plays with the San Francisco Symphony or something.
S&M, yeah.
You're right.
Symphony Metallica, legendary album.
And you know when Metallica came about, I didn't watch TV or listen to radios or anything like
That's
that.
because they didn't have them in a trailer
Because
park.
they didn't have them. And, exactly. Our dinosaurs didn't have them on the back of their heads. Or
No, I thought it was just the trailer park hadn't been put on the main grid yet.
yeah. Well, you know, I mean, they didn't show up in the flame of when we were burning the plastic stuff. But anyways, whatever. So, anyways, we go and you know this movie, Metallica playing with the symphony, and I'm like quite enjoying it. I'm like, wow, I never really knew about Metallica or whatever, you know, music and stuff. And these guys were like, no, hey, we're going, we're leaving. I'm like, really? Why? And so we're gonna go get some burritos or something. This sucks. I'm like, I like this. Kind of end of the story. But then they drug me out of there like halfway through the movie.
Yeah, no, basically, here's the thing. Lawrence isn't telling it right. I get his point of view. So S&M, the original Metallica album, literally shaped my entire youth. That was a fucking amazing album. That's where it is. End of the era was fucking when Saint Anger came out. That was it. That was fucking done. Metallica turned into Kiss at that point. But S&M was still fucking a great album, shaped my child. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten laid to that album. Beautiful. I had just come back from this crazy snow trip, was on no sleep, just beat, bruised, fucking dislocated shoulder put in. Coming back into Santa Fe, and the Adams, that shall remain last nameless, alongside Lawrence, and a couple other friends were there. They're like, Josh, we're gonna go watch S&M over at the Raphael Theater. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking big. Like, they're playing it?
S&M 2.
See, that's what I'm saying. No one told me it was the fucking 2. So I'm like fucking beat to shit. I'm like, yes, I'll totally see this. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like fucking barely eating my one fucking taco at the beginning before we go to the theater. And I'm just like, I don't fucking want to watch the movie. I just want to watch the movie. And we go over there, we sit there through all the fucking artist trailers. And then they like opens up with Oracle. Or not Oracle, the Chase, right? Chase Center?
Bank
Yeah, Chase Center. And I'm just like,
You were watching
at a fucking movie theater.
Oh.
And so like that's why I'm even more pissed. Like honestly, no. I'm lucky that I lost $11 for a ticket.
Okay.
So many people lost a lot more getting the good seats at Chase Center. And fucking, I'm sitting there like watching this, and I'm like, this isn't S&M. And like Adam number 1, the tall Adam, who shall remain last nameless. He didn't know it was S&M 2 either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he's
I
like,
didn't know that.
yeah, and I was just sitting there, and I'm like, the fuck did you invite me to? And he's all, I don't know. This isn't S&M. But then they started with the symphony, and they're basically Metallica came out with an S&M 2 that was so bad that it just murdered the first one for me, and I can never hear that album again without thinking how shitty the second one is. They basically tried to put a symphony to the shit they're putting out now, which is them trying to be Slayer, which is just atrocious. Sorry, guys. Jenna Rockwood, I hope you're watching and still working for them, because you're going to hate this episode. But at the same time, that scarred me. I haven't listened to them since.
Wow.
But she was sad! That's one of their songs now.
Pantera is still.
Well, Pantera did their fucking whole thing where they got racists on stage, and they're still apologizing for it.
Well,
Dude,
I got shot on stage.
well, yeah, but he did. Yeah, that's way more metal than Zeke Hiley on stage.
I've got a great story I'll tell you off camera. When I was in the music business with Dimebag and Nick Bocott, Slash.
Was this before or after punching Marilyn Manson?
After. It was after.
Just letting you guys know, you guys haven't seen his face yet.
No,
Which could be used
He is the
in
hidden
court.
voice that has the best roadie stories.
We're gonna-
And on that note, I think we are going to call this live feed. Unless we have anything else. You want to wrap up anything there, Lawrence?
It's a good one. Great drink.
This
No,
is-
buy our
This drink
stuff.
is smoking.
Yeah.
Ah!
I would have one more of the smoke drinks, but we could do that later, whatever. But
Well, I can make you another drink more.
then I'm gonna.
Is there anything else you want to say to the
seriously
world?
Want to,
We're gonna use that in a
Is there anything you want to say to the world?
say to the world?
You can
No.
smoke it like that.
There's a lot of different ways you can use that.
All right. So yeah, like I just want to circle.
I'm telling you, I'm thinking of like multiple ways you can use that. Yeah.
That smoker?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it can be
like,
the
there's
smoke.
like-
All right, I'm gonna take this off camera and replace it. I can think of multiple ways that I could use King Floyd's barrel
Why don't you just
aromatic
smoke them
bitters.
up?
If you've ever been to a brothel in Istanbul, you're familiar
Slide
with
it,
it.
Josh.
Yeah.
Have it come up.
King Floyd's barrel aged aromatic bitters is so good that this shit's on fire.
Right. I think we should call out that drawing that you did in support of.
Hey, no!
No.
With that, we're gonna end this note. Ah!
All right. never
Much
mind.
love. We'll see you guys next month, first Friday, like we do every month, 5 o'clock p.m. PST.
Did you already do that?
Shit, I didn't. Dude, you get on over here.
Come on.
There you go.
Yeah. We should probably have him.
Hang on, don't go.
Yeah, we're one more plug. Here we go. And it's a good one. Yep. Okay. No cables, no nothing. There we go.
Here, come
Camera's
on.
right there. I'm gonna stand real close to you because my mic's right here.
Thank you. Thank you for the drink, Josh. Hello, everybody. So I'm here to talk about Lawrence Batterton coming on the Making Us podcast, which is about small batch brands. And we're very excited to feature King Floyd's, and that's coming out soon. You can go to makingus.com.
Cool.
What he doesn't know
Yes,
though is
and there's
that
actually
I took
there's-
over for the show, so Lawrence is kicked
True.
out.
It was really Josh dressed up as Lawrence.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, there's several other. I mean, it's a show about people who make great products in
Yeah.
general. So there's several other episodes.
Yeah,
that
the
are-
entire premise of the
Yeah.
Making Us. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. It's all
is it
artisan,
just
handcrafted.
is it just
brands.
Marin
Where
or?
do we
It's
listen
mostly
to,
Marin. Yeah, it's on all the podcasting apps. You can go makingus.com and you can
Makingus.com.
see the links to listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a
Yeah,
dash
so
in that?
amazing stories on
What are
no
some of the
dash.
People ask
real
these
quick,
questions.
Mike? What are some of the other makers that you have on there?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking that.
Yeah, Lawrence.
Tommy Breeze is one of them.
Tommy
he's
fucking
called a
Breeze?
Marin legend, so he tells the story of getting
No
started
fucking
in
way!
business, right? He's
I saw-
awesome.
Tommy Breeze, you fucking soft shell asshole! Congratulations!
No kidding.
Dude, when you see him, please like nut tap him and say from love
I
with Josh.
totally will. I
I've watched him grow so much.
He's grown so much and so fast.
Started,
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I mean. I've been pushing his hats from the very beginning, and the fucking badges before they were on hats.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he started with the patches.
Yeah,
Tommy got some
man.
fans in the house.
Yeah.
No, I don't
We
like
love
you at
him.
all.
We love him.
No,
got
we don't.
Stop it.
Doug Coomer
Josh.
from North Bay Candleworks. They're an amazing candle company that's based out of San Rafael.
Are you listening to
They've
this,
been growing
Shannon?
a lot
Yes, I
in
am.
the recent years. And Doug is an ER nurse, so he started the business as a way to relax, and it's become a thing, and
I
it's
think
amazing.
that's
So
That's amazing.
yeah, that was our
Candles
first
in a
episode.
bottle.
So we've had about 7 companies that we've featured.
Really?
Oh, cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Organize
nice.
that.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
Have a
Push it
listen.
out.
How did you
Understood.
how did you think about this whole concept and what you wanted to do? Where did you start?
I was trying to get this local Amazon kind of concept off the ground as like an e-commerce website. So I was talking to people like Lawrence and Doug and Tommy, all these people to figure out how do you aggregate what's made locally and make it really easy for people to access that and support those
And
brands.
my advice was charge more.
Yes, I remember Lawrence.
Char-
I
yeah.
gotta take more of a
Yeah,
cut.
charge more and hire.
I appreciate you, Lawrence. Maybe I want to make it like a no-brainer, you know, for people to join. But it was interesting because I was meeting all these people and hearing their stories, and I've always been a podcasting nerd. So I was like, I gotta create a podcast to share these stories out there because it was just so fascinating and inspiring. And so then I started the podcast. I'm like, I might as well build an audience as the brand is getting off the ground.
Yeah.
And then the podcast became the thing that really took off, and then I shut down the actual concept. But I'm much more interested in the storytelling aspect, so I learned, that about myself, and that's become my thing since then.
You should be a bartender. You're really good
Yeah.
at listening. It's the entire job. It's just
Yeah, it really is. You're just like, yeah, how do you feel about that?
right. You think that was the right choice? what you gonna do?
You could be my co-host.
Yeah, dude, vague answers.
right.
Never yes or no, just vague answers.
Josh,
There you go.
Well, you know, what else would
Josh,
you do?
on your
he
show.
was on my show dressed up as Lawrence, so
Yeah.
that worked out.
Well, but I also
You know how hard it was to
you
find that
have
outfit?
a
You gotta go through like
voice
15
that's like,
Untuck It magazines.
Everything is
Oh,
God, what is
Mazel tov!
What's up?
It's okay.
You broke your chair.
So, but you have a voice that is like really like soothing. Honestly, it's like
Yeah, you completely relax.
not fall
Appreciate
asleep
you,
soothing or anything like that.
It's a
But
great
no,
podcast.
it's engaging
Insomnia
soothing.
treatment.
You do. It's
I listened to a lot of
Perfect.
podcasts and I was thinking the same thing. That's
Oh,
kind of
thank you.
funny that you vocalized what
See,
I was
that's
pushing out.
They're both salesmen. They're both saying they fell
I
asleep
know.
to
It's
the
like
podcast.
I gotta get them.
Fucking assholes.
I know. They're like,
Dude, have an interest. He's talking about. Dude, oh, trust me, honestly, if I was hearing about Lawrence talk about himself for like an entire podcast, I'd fall asleep
it's
too.
that's
so
why he has to
interesting.
edit it down to like 20 minutes.
oh
so
no,
that
there's
Took 20 minutes, dude, fucking
they're
3 minutes into
amazing
it.
stories. Yeah.
Are you on Spotify?
I'm just kidding.
Yes,
Did he talk to you about the fucking
Yes.
ice cream?
you're not pulling
Yeah,
out
me
his
too.
phone.
He
didn't talk to you about the ice cream?
Ice cream
Lawrence,
business?
you didn't
I
talk about
should.
the ice cream.
Fuck no, so. I think I maybe
His
did,
first
yeah.
tattoo.
Well,
It's crossed out on his
Listen to your
back.
own
It's not
podcast.
still in business, so we don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Is it inappropriate?
No,
It's
no,
okay if it's-
Yeah, it's not like it was like a food porn business
That's
where you're
one
like
of
fisting chicks with popsicles.
It was mostly money laundering, so we don't.
Oh well, who's not guilty of that, right?
Right. Well,
Like this was in the '80s, so it was just called making money at that point.
money laundering.
You do talk about it. You talk about
The bicycle ice
Yeah,
cream.
my only. I think I did.
Does
Yeah,
he
yeah.
cry when he's talking?
I'll get you one.
My only money laundering is actually money laundering. It's like a $20 hopefully bill in your pocket that you
Right.
find after your.
That's why I always do laundry
Yeah.
still.
That's why
Just
King's
to see what I
Lords
find.
is cash only. That I've heard. Yeah, you only accept cash.
Well, we did start at Perry's.
Bitcoin.
We did start at Perry's.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a little hard to do this
Did you hear-
business.
Yeah, I do miss those days, man.
No, we're just like, please pay us.
Yeah, no,
Credit card.
Perry's was cash only, but it was great because every time, like, it was Marin, so you still get Tiburon that walk in with those black metal American Express cards. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
we're playing around. You're like,
Right.
oh, you're,
Why not own the
you're the
world?
same as every other cunt in this asshole in this building right now.
Oh, sorry.
ATM's up front, big guy. Hit the ATM.
Post production.
I didn't say it. That was a CU.
Can we bleep that out?
See, you heard the NT. I just said the CU.
Can we
I said the
bleep that? Can we
coon.
go back and just
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's
So there's no
it's
fruit?
hard to not say that word, and you made it through like 58 minutes.
I do,
Yeah,
literally.
it's
It's,
really
it's
good.
my struggle, though.
Applaud you.
It's my personal struggle.
Congratulations, Josh.
I am like 5 or 6 episodes sober from saying this word.
I think that deserves some
a-
celebration. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a coin, Lawrence.
Yeah, we need.
I've
we
made
need
this is
the
my 6-month mark.
coin. It's
You need a James Brown towel.
It needs to be gold.
All right.
a gold coin.
right.
So well, no, you're gonna stay right here for a second.
Okay, go.
With that being said, guys, we're really happy that you guys are tuning in at all to find out how we make fancy things. Please check out the podcast here. Check out some more Marin locals. And honestly, you see Tommy, punch him in the nuts for me. Tell him Josh says hi.
Awesome.
Just, dude, if we can get like 10 people watching this just to do it randomly, it's gonna be fucking awesome. You know how legendary that would be? Oh my God, the poll. But, you know, we all get older. And with that being said, I'm going to end this show by taking a shot at my new friend right here.
All right.
You going to say
Thanks
no?
for having me.
You going to say no?
What?
I said I'm going to take a shot.
Oh yeah, no, take a shot.
There we go! No one's going to say no on camera. Oh, there we go. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
Then we have to do the ceremony.
Metaphoric.
Oh, like lights, camera, action.
Everybody is.
Well, do you hear some twat waffle in the background making weird noises?
I do. Yeah, exactly that word too.
Yeah,
where is it coming
it sounds like something I haven't heard in a long time.
Josh, you
Yeah.
need to take care of that.
You got a shotgun and some duct tape?
I'm good with this thing.
I'm gonna say, yeah, silence is always golden, but duct tape is silver. All right, guys, nectar of the gods. Salute to you.
Can you
Enjoy
smoke this
great
for me?
things.
Can you smoke it for me?
Dude, I'm doing my
He's
outro,
gonna
Jared.
drink it.
Sorry.
I'm trying to end this.
Here's the smoking
everybody.
cocktails.
Cheers, guys.
Here's the podcast. Thanks for joining us on the show,
Thanks
my
for
man.
having me. Yeah, this is great.
Honestly, hopefully you guys buy some more shit and keep this place rolling. All right? Cilantro, Nostra V, and Skull.
Cheers.
Not the roll, man.
That's what I be.
Closing bell.
All right, I can swear now, right? We're off. We're not live?
That's great.
We're not live?
I don't know.
No.
We're not
you gotta
live?
hit- Yeah, turn it off.